This is the second client I had that came from a salon in LA who had them basically braiding their hair up for 4 months underneath sew-ins and wigs. No shampooing, no taking the braids down, just leaving them in and then coming in every 4 months for a shampoo, blow dry, and trim. Now,
all right, y'all, now that y'all seen that video, let me give you some educational stuff behind it. First off, the client never needs to go back to her previous stylist ever again. The previous stylist had no clue what she was talking about, what she was doing. Where did she get her information from? Because it could not have been from a cosmetology book. Look, when you get a sew-in adds stress to the hair. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, but this is a protective style. You're adding stress to your hair anytime that's tugging and pulling. And you got a needle going in, you got weave tracks on top of it, and nets on top of your hair. It is adding stress to the hair. And I noticed that a lot of times when stylists do hair, they may add in cankalon hair. Now, we've talked about cankalon hair on our past video. Cankalon hair is nothing but plastic. So you're talking about dry hair added into your hair, which eventually winds up drying out because you're not adding any what? Moisture. Okay. I tell you, anytime you do a protective style, you need to only wear it at least 2 months. And I wouldn't go no more than 6 weeks. I'm going to be honest with you. But I get it. Y'all paying a lot of money, so y'all trying to stretch it. But even if you're going to go a little bit longer than that, you should always be washing and moisturizing your hair in between. Keep in mind, your hair cannot get the complete moisture it needs because it's braided up. It's got thread in it. It's got a net over it. It's got weave in it. It's got all of these things that's stopping the water or the oils or whatever type of moisturizer you're using to get to your hair. So now this woman has breakage.
If you've been following me, you know I already recommend shampooing and moisturizing the hair regularly because that is what is going to help your hair retain its moisture. That being said, this client's hair was extremely dry and broken off in so many areas. The whole entire perimeter of her hair was broken off, and I do unfortunately have to trim that area as well, so that way it does not split up any further and it does not compromise the hair that isn't split up that far. Now, before y'all get in the comments, don't come trying to eat my client up because she was doing what she thought was best for her hair by listening to a trusted professional and following the regimen that was given to her.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Not all professionals give you the best advice for you and your body and your hair. So just like a doctor can give you the wrong advice, a dentist or any other professional, get a second opinion, follow your gut, listen to your intuition, okay? I have another video to show you where a young lady wears a protective style and she wears her protective style for 3 months. She says she does not wash her hair. Now, me personally, I don't recommend not washing your hair for 3 months because your scalp is skin and you can gain buildup or some other things could be happening to your scalp and you may not even know it. So let's look at that video and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Yes, it's full, it's blossoming, and now it's getting braided right back up again for 3 more months because that's how the growth happens. Pop my everyday wig back on, the hat, honey, and then I head on out. But before we go, this was 3 months ago versus now, and let me show y'all, this was 1 year ago versus now. What you got to say?
Okay, now that we watched that last video clip, I want to say this so that I fully inform you all of what you're looking at. These two women went to the same salon. I did not know that early on, but I know it now. I won't mention the salon's name because I ain't trying to have nobody tell me, you just trying to tear us down so you can sell your products. That's not what it is. At the end of the day, I still stand by you should be washing your hair because it ain't got no moisture. Now, I can see probably what happened in the situation. One had weave, one didn't, right? We could put that into the mix and say that's why one came out with bad results and the other one came out with better results. We could also say, well, maybe one followed the regimen and then the other one didn't follow the regimen. But the only person who would know that is the stylist, because the stylist would know whether that both of these women are coming back when they are supposed to, and they're the only ones doing their hair. I will leave y'all with this. We cannot go off of the other person's results thinking that we're going to get the same thing because there are other things that we need to take into consideration. One, what's the health of the person? How much water they're drinking? How many vegetables and all of those things they're eating? Their genetic makeup. So that's all got to do with science. And ding, 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 the big one, because the second client had a baby. and her baby is not even 1 yet. So her hormones are still working their way around in her body. And that could also be the result of her having the hair growth that she has. I'm not saying it's her only result. I'm saying that it could be contributing to the reason why her hair is growing the way it's growing and filling out. Okay. So just let me know what y'all think in the comments. And why do y'all think one person had better results than the other? Are you blaming the stylist? Are you blaming the client? Or do you need more information? As always, to my subscribers, remember, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. And me and you are never apart. Until next time.